The Dream End. Pocket Kings with a guy next to me that's worth $256.
All in.
And another guy goes all in here with $25. We're never folding here. Even if the cheap leader goes all in, we're just going to have to win this hand and not die.
All in.
It looks like we're going for it. We're going for it. Unfortunately, I had a feeling that chip leader was going to do this, but we cannot fold this spot.
Call.
We cannot fold this spot.
Call.
This could be the end, but it could also be the best. We don't want to see an ace, we want to see a king. We don't want to see a 9. We lose. Oh my god, chip leader wins everything. Unbelievable, chip leader wins everything. Look at that. The way to lose. The king. Oh my god, I'm sick to my stomach when I see that. Hey YouTube, it's Mike Penn Gangster, and today we're going to be talking about is online poker rigged. Now, the reason why I showed you the clip before actual video is because this is some of the biggest question we always get in online. Like, at least for my my career playing online and stuff like that, the number one question I always get from people is, man bro, online seems fucking rigged. And the question is, online is not rigged. But I can understand why a lot of people feel that way. And I gotta explain to you why. I showed you guys this particular clip that happened this Saturday, which ended up, costing me my tournament. Of course, as you can see, I still ended up cashing out for like a little over 1,200. I do apologize for this thing right here. And first place ended up walking away with almost $20,000, and the guy that knocked me out ended up finishing second in this tournament, winning a little over $9,000. So maybe this tournament, maybe that particular hand ended up costing me close to $20,000, which is a lot. A lot of people wonder, like, if certain scenarios like this are rigged. You have to understand one thing. What happens in this particular scenario? You could see that my opponent, as the chip lead, a pretty big one too, ends up like shoving on all in, of course, because there's a lot of bounty money available in that particular hand. Of course, he doesn't know that I'm gonna have pocket kings in late position like that. So unfortunate, his move is not incorrect. If you're trying to go for the bounties, it's not a bad move. It's not something that you'll see people not do in bounty tournaments. It's something that happens quite often. Unfortunate, in my hand, you got pocket kings, you walk into that, you lose to 9-10 suited, you're frustrated. You could clearly see in the video, I'm annoyed, I'm sick to my stomach. These are just moments that could define profit or loss in a yearly base playing tournaments, right? Because when people ask that question, like if online is rigged, you have to understand one thing, okay? When you play online, you see these scenarios very, very often. The amount of times I've seen scenarios like this happen to me or for me many times throughout the thousands of tournaments I played throughout the years. So I'm kind of used to it, but it's kind of normal to feel human and to be frustrated when these moments happen. Everybody wants to win, but at the end of the day, this is what variance looks like sometimes. It's just that when you're 5-way into a pot with pocket kings, you ain't gonna win very often. Believe it or not, if you're I don't know what the equity was 5-way, but I imagine it's not more than 25%. So you're gonna be losing 3 out of 4 times, most likely in a hand like that when you're 5-way. Now, unfortunate. The guy that ends up winning, which makes it look like it's rigged, is that chip leader ends up like knocking 4 guys out in one shot, which, oh wow, that's very convenient, right? And those are moments that make people like believe like, well, that has to be rigged. That's just bullshit. Unfortunate. Like I said, these are moments that has happened also for me. Now, of course, either you take my word or you don't. My best advice to people that struggle with online poker based on the fact that they have this, thing haunting them that the game is rigged, My best advice is, guys, don't play online. That's my best advice. If you're going to play online and you're going to be negative about these type of moments, you don't have thick enough blood to play these like online games, like especially MTTs, which the variance is extremely high, extremely high. You're playing tournaments with most likely thousands of players in them very often. Things like this are gonna happen. If you're just not able to accept these type of swings, my personal advice is do not play online, because online will frustrate the shit out of you. It's as simple as that. These moments will happen very, very often, way more often than you'll see it live. Unfortunate, it's just the way it is, because you just see so many hands. When you play live, if anybody in the comments leave me a moment that you have not played, that you have played live and you have seen some scenarios that are similar to this, you're lying, because I've played like thousands of tournaments online, and I've also played many years live, either cash games or tournaments, and I've seen the same types of scenarios happen. Sort of normal, not as quite as often, because I definitely haven't played the same amount of quantity live to online, which makes it look kind of like it's only happening online. Another reason why you see maybe moments like this less often live is that there's two reasons to it. One of them, of course, is the one I said, where you play so much more less live, like the amount of hands you're going to see, that things like this are going to happen way less. And the other one is that when you're playing live, you're playing versus, you're sitting at a table, and a lot of people, I guess, my understanding, or what I get the feeling of, a lot of people are scared to do stuff like this live, because they don't want to be looked at like, look at this idiot. Or maybe there's someone at the table that they're intimidated by, and they don't want to knock that person out, because they feel like, oh shit, if I do something stupid to this guy, maybe he's gonna like beat me up at the outside or something. Because there's fights that happen in live poker, and there's people that are intimidating at a table and stuff like that. So it makes people sometimes do less stupid things, which I don't even think what the guy did is stupid, because clearly going for the bounties is the objective of the bounty tournament over here. So when you have a big chip lead like that, making a move that the guy particularly did, is nothing wrong with it, because it's something that a lot of people would have done. I would have done it too if I had that many chips in front of me, because my tournament life is not on the line, but the other ones are. So I mean, it's kind of worth like being the bully of the table when you have that much of a chip lead, right? So I think those are the particular reasons why you see this less live. But other than that, guys, like I said, my advice is, if you really believe that online poker is rigged, don't play it. Like, just don't play it. Like, because these are scenarios that are going to happen quite often. As simple as that. I mean, it's sad to say, like this, like I said, like this moment particular year may have cost me like the first place. Who knows? I would have most likely would have went deep in the tournament. There were only 20 players left, as you can see. I would have definitely had the chip lead, and I would have won probably another $400 or $500 of bounties right there. So it would have definitely increased my total value of like income that I would have made in the tournament. I pretty much guaranteed, at least the way I feel confident about the game, that I would have most likely finished in the top 5, which would have brought me probably at least $4,000 or $5,000 of income. I don't know about first place, but it would have been nice thinking that I could have won, brought me first place, and take away the whole like $20,000. But we don't know that, right? So, anyways, hopefully this video kind of like gives you guys a bit of a, I don't know, like, I don't even know what to say, but hopefully the video helps you guys out to decide if you want to play online or not. Like I said, expect moments like this to happen, and unfortunate, these type of moments are going to be very frustrating, and it's okay to be frustrated, guys. It's okay to have feelings towards moments like this. You're human. You want to win, but what makes the game exciting are moments like this, because you actually sweat for that, for that final card or whatever, the flop, whatever the case may be when the scenario happens, right? So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.